Hello everyone, I am the OK Gamer and welcome to my top 10 tips for beginners in For Honor. These tips do not go in any particular order. They are just 10 tips I think all beginner players should know. My first tip of the list will be to unmute your mic. To do this, you go into your settings on the main menu screen and go to audio. From there, go down to the voice chat mode and you can enable your mic. In this menu, you can also choose who can hear you. You can either choose all, the team, or your group. This is definitely something you need for team play with callouts or just to rage at someone. Next is your movesets. Make sure that you take time to learn your movesets. Each character has different playstyles, and those reflect in the movesets themselves. Learning your movesets early on gives you a good idea on how your character plays and what to do in certain situations during fights. My third tip is to make sure you watch the basic and advanced videos for your characters. This doesn't take much time, and it gives you a little bit of insight to how your character plays and what they're able to do. The videos unfortunately play through and you can't rewind them, so if you miss something, you have to go back and watch it again. With that, it brings me to tip number 4. That is to do the advanced tutorial. Not only will it give you more than the basic, the one the game makes you do, but it also gives you an additional 1500 steel to start off. That's 3500 steel just starting the game, and this is great if you prefer to work towards the higher end costumes and effects. Now with all that steel, you're probably going to want to spend it right away on some loot boxes, which is my tip number 5. Do not spend any steel on your loot boxes until you progress to at least prestige 1 on your character. This is because the loot is based on your level, and for the most part you won't receive any higher end gear if you're at a low level. Plus it only guarantees that it'll be higher than the gear you have, so if you have a level 3, it could give you a level 4, and that's not guaranteed that it'll even give you that one, as it's based on all your items, unless you get the specific boxes, which still is only one item that can be 1 level or higher. And with that, the further you level, the better loot you get from just playing. I'm prestige 2 on my Peacekeeper, and I get level 9 or 10 items just from playing. So my suggestion is that you just save your steel to get those cool skins and effects, because I feel like, aside from Dominion, that's what you want. For tip 6, this one can make or break you in a lot of fights, and that is stamina. A lot of people don't manage the stamina, and you definitely need to do that during the fights. Once your stamina is depleted, your screen will turn gray. When that happens, you can be knocked down from guard breaks, and you cannot sprint or dodge roll away. Your swings are also nearly twice as slow, so landing those are going to be very hard. Your stand bar is the green bar below your health. Make sure you watch your opponents and use that against them if they don't manage theirs correctly. Next is that all characters are free. The mistake I made was as soon as I started playing, I spent almost all my steel unlocking the characters I thought I wanted to play. Later I found out that buying them just lets you customize the character and earn the gear towards them. If you want to play the character, just select it during the match and start playing. This is a great way to get the feel for the characters without the commitment. Tip number 8 is defending. You can defend in a lot of ways in this game. You can parry by hitting heavy attack while defending in the direction of the attack just as you're about to get hit. This allows you to knock the person back, and it's almost a guaranteed hit if you're fast enough. If you prefer to dodge, which is more for the agile classes like the Peacekeeper Berserker, you can dodge just before the swing lands to avoid the attack. Beware though, some side attacks have a wide range and can hit you even though you dodge. Some classes can counter like the Peacekeeper. They can do that by dodging in the direction of the attack just before it hits. But if all else fails, just make sure that you keep those guards up, and that'll help you keep you in the fight a lot longer. My second and last tip is grabs, or guard breaking. It takes some time to get used to countering or guard breaking. This was one of the most annoying things I had to learn very quickly, as it was frustrating being thrown off the ledge. In the advanced tutorial, it shows you how to guard break and counter guard breaks. However, even with that, you'll still need a bit of practice. Make sure you yourself are using guard breaks to its fullest. If you're having trouble countering guard breaks, try to stay away from the ledges that a person can throw you off. That'll kind of solve some of the problems, but you still want to get used to those guard breaks. My final tip is to practice. This game can get very in-depth. Challenge yourself and try to learn as much as possible with the class you choose. Knowing your character and what its weaknesses are, and your weaknesses are too, can really help you shine in a fight. Try to do duels with friends or do brawl matches, as those are a little bit more forgiving and allows you to get a little bit more practice in without you losing the match very quickly. And that is my top 10 tips for beginners. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my first video I have made, so any feedback or tips are appreciated. If you like this video, subscribe as I have more gaming videos to come. And with that, enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
captured Zone C. You lost Zone C. You lost Zone A. You captured Zone C. You captured Zone A.